we all have a kind of humor in the group.
Your friends and colleagues going completely nuts, completely spastic and completely contemporary performance art.
Well, they make me all laugh very much.
The sense of humor in collectief is very special.
I would say that it's some kind of a trademark of the group not to take things too seriously.
I think we go to the edge where it hurts a little bit and it's very funny for the others.
There is a lot of mixing and of impossible mixes in the repertoire sometimes.
Born around the repertoire of the second Wiener school, which means the Schoenberg Kammer Symphony being our first piece, the Pierrot Lunaire. These are very essential works in music history, but also for the core of our group.
Basically, the first thing you should know is that everybody likes to play the music we are playing, you know. And that's the very important thing about collectief, that we want to stay only 5 persons, so that everybody's in a condition to decide about what is going to be played.
What I very much physically like to play is this uber-romantische music of Schoenberg, the late romantic Schoenberg and the Schoenberg of the Kammer Symphony.
If we look to the past, we look with the glasses of today.
Or let's say contemporary music shouldn't lead its own life. Actually, it should be attached to the traditional music.
It's difficult to speak about it. It's just a moment where everything is there and there is this connection between public and music and listening and concentration.
We have, like, when we play the Messiaen Quartet, there is always people for whom it's the first time we play. And that's a very, very emotional piece. So we always see people who cannot really talk afterwards, because it's such a strong piece that you have lots of emotion going through.
I remember one revealing reaction, I thought, of an old German lady that after we played a concert of Bach revisited, and that is a program in which we, in kind of a Warhol sense of way, we gave to Bach's Musikalisches Opfer all different colors, sound colors, everything that was available in the 20th century, ranging from Webern to Jimi Hendrix. So some of it really quite shocking. We did not change one note of Bach, but the coloring was completely different. And after this concert, which we played somewhere in Germany in a lost place with a very conservative audience, and well, when you play Bach in Germany and when you revisit it, it's sort of peeing against a monument, which we did with full enthusiasm. And then this old lady came to me and she asked me, also sagen Sie mal, Herr Fried, ist das erlaubt, so alte Musik zu spielen? Which I thought was incredible. Is it allowed to play music in another way or in a sense? And I thought that was very interesting, revealing an audience that thought that music was about rules.
The feeling of the collectief is that we are always in touch with music history and are even not afraid to look back very far to Bach or further and play that music from our point of view now in the 21st century.
I really want to emphasize this because generally when you play music that is 100 years old, people think already that you are a contemporary music ensemble, which is a very strange thing to hear. But definitely want to make this difference. Actually, my favorite music is 100 years old, but I think that all the music written later is worth discovering.
It is wonderful if somebody comes to you after playing the Messiaen and the Quatuor pour la fin d'état, telling you that you nearly killed him in the slow movement for cello, and being in tears. Then you think maybe you did something to one person tonight, especially. That makes me happy.
The spirit of the ensemble really belongs to that 5 persons.
So a rehearsal of collectief, I think it's really a clash between personalities. And
if somebody comes to us after a concert to show appreciation about what we're doing, the things that are really helpful for our motivation and our, I would say almost our self-esteem and our courage to continue with what we're doing. It's the kind of remarks that actually show that people understand our message.
So we have the wonderful dynamic of being able to go where it really hurts, where we get angry, where we get annoyed, translate it into wonderful performances, but also to go through those moments of excitement, of tension.
So you have every time one specific DNA of a sound, of an approach, of repertoire, of being, which is only possible with those people.
yeah, there is a certain moment that everybody's together.
There is this untouchable vibe that everyone feels.
But our best concerts, they sort of make an impression on the audience. Just, wow, this is good music. This is good music they are playing, and nothing else.
I feel very privileged to sit among 4 amazing musicians, and even by not speaking, they make themselves very, very clear and are very inspiring.
First starting with coffee and giving each other a hug.
Then you feel really the meaning of and the friendship. It's something really.
Yeah, it brings the best and the worst in terms of tension and vibes.
It's a little bit of a chaos. Unorganized chaos. And the chaos comes out of the very equal power every musician has, I think, in the group. So nobody's taking the lead really of a rehearsal, which makes it very complicated and very confusing. So I think it's because we are 5 men that we sort of like to express our opinion. And so I don't know if we're always listening to each other. Especially me, I'm generally only listening to what I'm saying myself, actually.
Well, they make me all laugh very much.
Wonderful.
Energy.
Ik heb een Vlaams woord daarvoor. Goesting. Goesting is stil. Goesting.
Goesting.